Yoga, Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Radha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Krishna Shama Gauri Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev Ki Jai, Brinda from Atlanta.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Padma Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much for joining the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Is anybody who would like to introduce themselves? If not, I'll go ahead.
Mataji, I will start the recording, Mataji. Give me a second.
Today we are fortunate to have His Grace Murali Mohan Prabhuji for enlightening on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th chapter, 7th canto, 15th chapter, 77 verse. I would like to read a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Prabhuji studied in Sir J.J. School of Art Academy, Mumbai. It is related to advertising and designing. Stood 7th in Maharashtra. And he worked as a creative director for advertising agencies like Mudra, etc. Worked with clients like Milton, Resna, Borosoft, Crack, Cream, Bakeri groups, etc. In touch with ISKCON, Prabhuji came in touch with ISKCON 1984. He's initiated by 1991 by His Holiness Lokanatha Swami Maharaj, and preaching since the 1991 and counseling near about more than 300 families, includes Gujarat, Jamshedpur, Bilwara, Simla, Bangalore, etc. At present, managing ISKCON Surendra Nagar. And he's a pioneer of one-day Padayatras once in a month and establishing in many years. Hare Krishna, Prabhu, please accept my humble obeisances. Dandavat Ram, thank you so much for giving your valuable time and association this morning, Prabhu. Whenever you are ready, please take over the call, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay, I am audible, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu, you are audible.
Yeah, I request all the devotees to on their videos because I would like to speak to devotees. I am just able to see your names, but not you. Please give your darshan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Devotees, dear devotees, please, if you can, please switch on the videos.
We'll be very thankful if all the devotees. So we are starting at 4:50, Mataji, Shamagori Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji. But you came early, so we are like 2 minutes early.
I was fortunate to hear all your chanting. All devotees were chanting nicely. Very good. Here it is 4:50 here in India. And there it is. What is the time there?
7:20, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, we have different time zones here. My time is 6:20. Mataji's time is 7:20.
Yeah.
So you're joining
And
from
there
what
is some
part of the
other
world?
zone. There is like morning 4 o'clock for them, PST. Yeah. So we have different zones.
Okay.
Some devotees, they join from Canada also. Some join from Middle East also. So everybody has different time zone.
So should we start?
Yes, Prabhu,
Yes,
please.
Prabhuji.
Okay. So there are 23 devotees joined. Are devotees yet to join?
Yeah, Prabhuji, sometimes if something get delayed, yeah, people will join, I think.
So we'll
Can
start.
start, Prabhu. Thank you.
Yeah. Our practice before starting any class. So we should do Mangala Charan. I hope everybody will join their hands and pray for the auspicious thing. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. I'm audible now, Mataji, to all. Is it clear? My voice is clear?
Yes, Prabhu, clear.
Okay. So we are on Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 15th chapter, 77th verse is given to me. So am I right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So I would like to share the screen also. And my habit is that when I share the screen, all the matter which is in black is direct from the book. Okay. Prabhupada's verses, purport, whichever is in blue. That is what I want to say. Okay. Shama Gauri Mataji knows this very nicely because she was attending our Bhakti Shastri course. So that is my habit. So I would like to share the screen. Is it clear? All are able to see the screen?
Yes, Prabhu, we are able to see the screen and yeah, everything is fine, Prabhu.
Okay. Yes. So I'll read the verse. You'll repeat me or should I continue, Mataji?
Continue, Prabhu.
Okay.
The way is fine, Prabhuji.
This is Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th chapter, 7th canto, 15th verse, 77th chapter. Na yassa shakshat bhava padmajadhibi rupam dhiya vastuta yo rupam dhiya vastuya upavarnitam maunena bhaktya upashamena pujita prasiddhatam eshasa Satvatam Pati. I'll read direct translation. Present here now is the same Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose true form cannot be understood even by such great personalities as Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. He is realized by devotees because of their unflinching surrender. May that same personality of Godhead, who is maintainer of his devotees and who is worshipped by silence, by devotional service, and by cessation of material activities, be pleased with us. So, this is the conversation between Srila Narad Muni and Maharaj Yudhishthir. You all know this. Okay. Here, dear devotees, who is worshipped by silence. It is said in this translation, who is worshipped by silence, means who is worshipping with peace of mind. Silence here means who has peace of mind, who is doing devotional service with peace of mind, never gets disturbed by any difficult service. Sometimes we get very difficult services and we get disturbed. Or sometimes, our service is been taken by some other devotees, and many times we get disturbed in this way also. So this is not the case. The worshipped, the Lord Hari is worshipped by silence, means one who is not disturbed by any moment. Whatever it may be, he is continuously rendering service. Actually, it is meant that worshipped by silence means. So we'll read Prabhupada's purport. Yeah. Lord Krishna is not properly understood even by such exalted personalities as Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma. What to speak of ordinary men? But by his causeless mercy, he bestows the benediction of devotion upon his devotees, who can thus understand Krishna as it is. Bhaktya mam avijananti yavan yash chashmi tattvataha. Yeah. So you can see this in blue. All able to see it? Okay.
Yes,
So if we
Prabhupada.
want to understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead, actually we should execute pure devotional service, and that too under the guidance of pure devotees such as Gurujanas, Gurudev, Acharyas, etc. Otherwise, it is very difficult to understand Krishna. He himself is saying in Bhagavad Gita, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. I am not revealed to everyone. Only one who is actually engaged in Krishna consciousness or pure devotional service, he can understand what Krishna means. So such kind of education we doesn't get in any universities, nor by such degrees we are able to understand Krishna. We should understand this. So Krishna can be understood. Tattvataha means we should understand him by pure devotional service. Okay. So Prabhupada further says that no one within this universe can understand Krishna in truth. But if one engages in devotional service, one can understand him perfectly well. This is also confirmed by the Lord in the 7th chapter, that is Bhagavad Gita 7th chapter. Maya asakta manaha partha yogam yogyan mad ashraya asamshayam samagram mam yatha nyasya sitat shrunu. Now hear, O son of Pritha, Arjuna, How? By practicing yoga in full Krishna consciousness of me, with mind attached to me, you can know me in full, free from doubts. Lord Krishna himself teaches us how one can understand him perfectly well, uh, without a doubt. Not only the Pandavas, but everyone who sincerely accepts the instructions of Krishna can understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead as he is. After instructing Yudhishthir Maharaj, Narad Muni prays for the Lord's blessing that he be pleased with everyone. That he be pleased be everyone with everyone, and that everyone becomes perfect in Krishna consciousness and return home back to Godhead. This is what Srila Prabhupada's purport is. So, and this verse is also nearly ending this chapter, what we are discussing. In this verse, or at the end of this chapter, Prabhupada says that Sri Narad Muni is praying to the Lord that he be pleased with everyone and that everyone becomes perfect in Krishna consciousness and return home back to Godhead. Dear devotees, now let me know, how many of us want to go back to Godhead? Only one devotee? Only two devotees? Okay, slowly all are raising. So here Narad Muni is praying. Yeah, now everybody is raising their hands. Yes, thank you very much for responding. Yeah, everybody would like to go home back to Godhead. But let's see, Prabhupada is saying here that Narad Muni is praying that all the devotees, even in future, everyone means even all of us also. And in future also devotees who are joining ISKCON or coming in the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Prabhupada. So all would like to go to Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan and all. But we'll see what kind of mood should we have. Should we have the mood of going back home, back to Godhead, or it is Krishna who decides that this devotee should go back to home or not. Okay. So here, so Narad Muni is praying to Lord that bless all the devotees at present and even future. They should develop perfect Krishna consciousness and go back home, back to Godhead. So there is a wonderful prayers for such Vaishnavas here. Asajjana sajjana sangi sangat karoti dussadhyam apiha sadhyam pushpashrayas shambhu shiro adhirodha piplika chumbati chandrabimbam. Dear devotees, can an ant touch the moon? Yes. But here it is said that a person who is not very saintly, a person like me who is not saintly, but in the association of many saintly people, saintly devotees, he can achieve even the impossible. If an ant takes the shelter of a flower and that flower is offered to Shivalinga, or that flower is offered to Shivalinga on the top of his head. On Shiva's head is the moon there. Even an ant can do impossible task, that is touching the moon. Hope you understand. The ant, it is impossible for an ant to touch the moon. But if that ant takes the shelter of a flower, and that flower is offered to Lord Shiva on the Shivalinga, and of course on the top of the head of Shiva there is a crescent moon, and that ant can touch that moon, isn't it? Yes. So for us, Narad Muni is also like that. We are not so saintly. We are trying to become devotees. But if one associates a wonderful flower like Narad Muni, and of course he is a great devotee of Lord Krishna, and by his mercy we can achieve that task which is impossible. Yes, now we can see that an ant can also touch the moon. An insignificant devotee can also have that prema of Krishna, which is impossible. So by taking shelter of very wonderful saintly persons like Narada Muni, Srila Prabhupada, our acharyas, we can also achieve that Krishna prema. So in the conversation between Sri Narad Muni and Maharaj Yudhishthir, we have seen means, of course, you are, reading Srimad Bhagavatam since long. In chapter 11th and 12th, Narad Muni is explaining to Yudhishthir Maharaj about the 4 social orders and spiritual orders, which is Varna and Ashrama, isn't it? And in 13th chapter, behavior of a perfect person is been explained. And in 14th chapter, ideal family life. And in this 15th chapter, Narad Muni is instructing to civilized human beings. Now let's see what actually civilized means. Okay. Civilized are those persons, according to Narad Muni, who has, understood the supreme personality of Godhead, that is Krishna, and trying to achieve the ultimate goal of life, that is to go home back to Godhead. Dear devotees, this is Panchama Purusharth. We should know this. Achieving Krishna Prem is Panchama Purusharth. We all know what are 4 Purusharth. We know this. What are the 4 Purusharth? Shamagori Mataji. I want one devotee who can, answer my questions.
Prabhuji,
Is there any devotee?
Kama Moksha.
Yes. What is that? Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. Okay. And we see that the first 3, Dharma, Artha, and Kama, are about living in this material world. Dharma, Artha, and Kama deals with the living entities who want to live in this material world. But the last Purusharth, that is 4th, Moksha, is about living this material world. The 3 are how to live in this material world, and the 4th one is living this material world. So the first 3 are different, and the 4th one is different. Moksha. So the first three goals of life, they are very deeply connected to each other. Shamagaura Mataji, how much time I have to speak? What is the timing? 1 hour?
Yes, Prabhuji.
1 hour. Okay. Thank you. So, see, so these three are, these three, not just three, the four are connected to each other. Let's see what Chanakya Pandit says. Sukhasya moolam dharma. If we want to execute dharma, if we want to become, happiness, dharma is the root cause of the happiness. Why? That sukha, that happiness, good family, good income, good house, all related to luxurious thing where we become happy, that all comes because of execution of dharma in our previous lives. Hope you understand. If you want to experience happiness in this life, we have to execute dharma. Without dharma or by executing a dharma, nobody can be happy. We should understand this thing. Hence it is said, Sukhasya moolam dharma. So the root of happiness is dharma. Okay. And artha moolam hi dharma kamo iti. So the root of dharma and kama is arth. If we are not properly financially situated, if you don't have proper finance, and it is very, very difficult to execute dharma. We cannot do any sacrifice, yagyas and all like that. And even for kama, for sense gratification or sense enjoyment, we need artha, we need money. Isn't it? Hence it is said, artha moolami dharma kamo iti. So the root of dharma and kama is arth. The root of happiness is dharma, and the root of dharma and kama is artha. So we need money to execute dharma and also kama. For sense enjoyment, we need money. So here again further he says, parasparasya anupaghatakam, means these goals of life, dharma, artha, kama, these goals of life should not harm each other. They should not harm. Sometimes we see that a person who is executing fully dharma, it is for him it is very difficult to earn money. Or one who is very much interested in money, he will not do dharma. Or one who is very much interested in sense gratification, he gives both dharma also and arth also. So here Chanakya Pandit says that these goals of life, that is dharma, artha, kam, should not cause harm to each other. So we have to execute these things in a very balanced way. That is what Narad Muni told Yudhishthir Maharaj in previous chapters of this canto. Okay. Now we'll see the fourth goal. But moksha harms all the above three. Isn't it? Because if you want moksha, you have to give up dharma, artha, kama. So one who becomes fed up in dharma, artha, kam, then he takes to the life of moksha. Then he tries to execute such yogic system where he say, I don't want now anything, I just want to get liberated. So let's see definition of dharma. What is the definition of dharma? See, this is given in Srimad Bhagavatam 6th canto, 1st chapter, 40th verse. When Ajamil was being taken by the Yamadutas, and Vishnuduta stopped them. At that time, Vishnuduta say that, do you know what is dharma? The Vishnudutas, they talk to Yamadutas. Do you know what is dharma? Have your boss taught you that what is dharma? At that time, they say that Veda pranihito dharma hi adharmastad viparyaya. Means the Yamadutas replied that which is prescribed in the Vedas constitutes dharma. And the principles which are opposite of dharma are all adharma. That which is prescribed in the Vedas constitutes dharma. The religious principles and the opposite of that is irreligion, means adharma. Following the Vedic scriptures is dharma. Giving up the Vedic scriptures or giving up the Vedic principles is adharma. That is how they try to tell, the Yamadutas try to tell Vishnudutas. And we all know that what happened later. But here I just want to let you know that what is dharma and adharma. Dharma means going or executing the principles of Vedas and scriptures. And one who doesn't execute, जो मनमानी करता है, and that is adharma. Okay. So this is definition of dharma. And we see that the nature of dharma is purely transactional nature. Lena dena hai. Give and take. You understand what is give and take? It is a business of transaction. I give you this, you give me that. This is the nature of dharma. And that is told by Krishna himself in Bhagavad Gita. Devan bhavayatanena te deva havayantu vaha parasparam havayantaha shrayaparam avapasyate. So here he says the demigods being pleased by sacrifice, means the yagyas. If you do sacrifice or if you do yagya and please the demigods, they will also please you by giving rain, water, food grain, etc., etc. The demigods being pleased by sacrifices will also please you. And thus by cooperation between men and demigods, prosperity will reign for all. Means this is dharma. That is what Krishna is explaining. So if you are doing dharma, that is, doing sacrifices, yagyas, and by the yagyas, the demigods will get pleased and the demigods will give you rain. And by rain, we get grains, water, and so many other things. So if you don't do sacrifice, then there will be no rain. And if there is no rain, then there is problem. There are problems. No grains, no water, all pollution, everything. So, isn't it a business transaction? Give this and take this. In the same way, we'll see artha transaction. Artha is also transaction. Dharmaya yasya arthaya kamasya janaaya cha panchadha vibhajan vittam iha mutra cha modate. This is again, devotees, when Sri Vamanadev comes to Bali Maharaj and asks for, 3 feet of land. That time Bali Maharaj agrees to give everything. Whereas Shukracharya says, no, don't do that. You should not give everything. How much you have to give? It is said here. Therefore, one who is in full knowledge should divide his accumulated wealth in 5 parts. For religion, for dharma, for reputation, to develop reputation. That means if you give dan, if you give charity, then your name, fame, will come. For opulence, from artha, you can double it. If you invest, you can get money. And for sense gratification, and for the maintenance of his family members. Such a person is happy in this world and in next. This is what Shukracharya says to Bali Maharaj regarding how to divide your finance. So give only 1/5 part of your wealth to Vamanadev. Not all, you should not give. In fact, Bali Maharaj was ready to give, he is ready to give everything to Vamanadev. But Shukracharya stops and he says, this is the system. You have to divide your wealth in 5 parts. First part should be used for religious activities, yagyas and all like that. And for reputation, just like some people give in charity for name and fame. So you should give, you should donate money so that people will glorify you. And for opulence also, means from money, money comes. If you invest money in business, then you can earn good amount of money. That is third. For sense gratification, to fulfill our own desires. And other is to maintain family members, the 5th. So the first part, that is for religious activities, you can give 1/5 part. Why you want to give everything? Not necessary. That is what Shukracharya says. One minute. Got some problem. One minute, Mataji. Okay. So here he says that give 1/5 part to Vishnu, not all. Okay. This artha is also transactional. Take this and give this. We have seen that. for reputation, we want to give, we should invest money, we should donate, and the reputation will come. And to earn money, you have to invest money. Even for sense gratification, you have to have money. So this is purely this kind of, artha means artha transaction. Give this and take this. And even kama is also like that. It is said by Maitreya Rishi to Maitreyi, Nava are patyu kamaya pati priyo bhavati atmanastu kamaya pati priyo bhavati. Maitri, oh Maitri, it is not for the sake of husband's pleasure that he is loved, but it is for the pleasure of self that he is loved. This is a very wonderful statement given by Maitreya Rishi. He is saying to his wife Maitreyi, it is not that I love my wife, but I love my wife because I love myself. Try to understand. This is a very wonderful statements in our scriptures. The wife will not love for husband's happiness, but she loves for herself to be happy. And that is fact. We all know that. And the same way, it is vice versa. It is not the husband loves wife for her happiness, but because he derives happiness from her, hence he loves his wife. Do you agree, devotees, with this? Yes. And it is not just with the living entities, but it is with non-living entities also. I love my car because that car gives me happiness. I love my house because that house gives me happiness. If that house is not there, how can I be happy? If something happens to my new car, do you think the car will get disturbed or we will get disturbed? Dear devotees, who will get disturbed? We get disturbed. But we say, I love my car. Why? Because we derive happiness from that car. In the same way, in this material world, we don't love actually anybody. We love them because I love myself. Am I true? So by doing this, throughout lives, many lives, and one gets fed up. Why? Because the nature of the living entity is to have unconditional love. That is the nature of the living entity. Yeah, we want to be loved, or we should love unconditionally. Otherwise, it becomes a transaction, business kind of. I love you because I derived happiness from you. If there is no happiness coming from you, why should I love? So that is the nature of this material world. So, but the nature of the living entity is that it needs unconditional love. So when a person gets fed up with these transactions, business like, then he accepts the path of liberation. Now he says, I want liberation. I want to go home back to Godhead. This material world is totally insecure. So Unfortunately, moksha also is purely business transaction. That we'll see. Moksha is also purely business transaction. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Sarva dharma parityag mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papyabhyo mokshayishami ma sucha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Mokshayishami. Do not fear. How many devotees are able to see this statement as transaction, give and take? How many of them are able to see? Yes. Sukhakara Krishnadas Prabhu is agreed. How many devotees are agreed with this? Please raise your hands. And I've told you that you should on your videos. I think I'm only delivering class to Sukhakara Krishnadas Prabhu. Sudhakar Prabhu, do you agree with this? Padma
100%
Mataji,
sure,
do you
Prabhuji.
agree with this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is business transaction or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
This is a selfish material world, all interest in their own interest, no selflessness.
Krishna is saying,
only
Krishna says, you surrender, I will give you moksha.
but not
But
able
it
to
is offering,
surrender.
Prabhuji.
So we'll come now. We'll see now. But
How to
everybody
go back
agrees
home, back
this.
to
This
body.
is a business. This is a business transaction. You agree this?
This
Krishna
business is fed up with business.
Krishna wants something from us. If you give this, surrender, then I'll give you moksha. Oh, if I don't surrender, I'll not get moksha? No. If you don't surrender, you'll not get moksha. So
How to surrender?
we'll see that now. So the 4 goals of life now has become business transaction. Give this and take this. Now, where should I go? This is a question. What should I do?
Go to Vrindavan.
But our we'll have questions later on.
Yes.
Okay. Please answer when I question you.
Okay, Prabhu.
Okay. So our Gaudiya Vaishnavas has a very wonderful mood. They have presented a very wonderful mood. They saw that dharma, artha, kam, and ultimately moksha, liberation is also purely business transaction. Where Krishna is saying, if you don't surrender, you will not get moksha. You will not be liberated. So in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur says that Prithvite yara kichu dharma name chale Bhagavata kahe taha paripurna chale. Prithvite yara kichu, whatever is going in this material world in the name of religion, chale, dharma name chale, all that are paripurna chala. It is outright cheating. That is what it is declared by Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam declares that all this kind of religious activities or in the name of religion, it is outright cheating. Srimad Bhagavatam says that. That is what Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur is telling us. Now, we have seen that in Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says that you surrender and I'll give you moksha. So, Bhagavad Gita is coming from where, Prabhu? Mataji, Padma Mataji? Bhagavad Gita is coming from Mahabharata. It is a part of Mahabharata, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. And we have seen that in Srimad Bhagavatam, that Vyasadeva compiled so many Vedic literatures
But he's not satisfied.
Upanishads, Puranas, Mahabharat, everything. But still he was not satisfied. Am I right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. When his guru saw that, Sri Narad Muni, then he instructed that you have compiled the literatures which are business transaction. And that is not the nature of living entity. Living entity needs unconditional. So you have to compile a literature which talks about unconditional love. Then he compiled Srimad Bhagavatam. That means Bhagavad Gita is also a transaction. Whereas Srimad Bhagavatam is purely devotional service. So Vyasadeva meditates and he compiles the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is non-transactional. It is unconditional dharma. So we see that Srimad Bhagavatam says, Dharma projito kaitava atra paramo nirmastaranam satam. It completely rejects all the religious activities which are materially motivated. So Srimad Bhagavatam. Ujjito means rejection. Pro ujjito means completely rejected. Pro ujjito, dharma pro ujjito kaitava. Kaitava means cheating. Ujjita means rejection. Pro ujjita means completely rejected. Dharma pro ujjito kaitava. Such cheating religions are completely rejected in Srimad Bhagavatam. So this we have to understand. So to get unconditional transaction, we have to begin with unconditional devotion. Am I right or wrong? Yes. We should do unconditional devotion. In our bhakti process, we have to also give up even going back home, back to Godhead. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is writing that we should go home back to Godhead. Am I right or wrong? You all have read Prabhupada's purport of this verse. At the end, Narad Muni is praying. Prabhupada is writing. So can we give up going back to Godhead, Mataji, Padma Mataji?
No, Prabhu, we have to want to go back to Godhead.
We all want to go back to Godhead.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
But this is what is been told. We have to even give up going back home, back to Godhead. Asha, now tell me, why we want to go to Vaikuntha?
Because there is such Chittananda.
Because we are suffering here and there is no suffering in Vaikuntha.
We can serve God.
Am I right?
We can serve Krishna, yeah.
Okay, serving Krishna is like just like I am serving my wife. I love my wife because I love myself. Why we are serving Krishna? Because Krishna wants us to serve. We want Krishna to serve us.
Krishna will take care.
No, our Gaudiya Vaishnavas are trying to, what we call, they are trying to give some secret things because our devotion is motivated by some, wants. I want something. Basically, we want to go to Vaikuntha because there is lot of suffering in this material world and there is no suffering. Here it is Kunta and there is no Vaikuntha. There is no Kunta. It is Vaikuntha. Isn't it?
Mhm.
So we want to be happy there, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
No suffering. Yeah.
We want Krishna to be happy because I want to be happy. Just like I love my wife because I love myself. In the same way, we want Krishna to be happy because I want to be happy. In the inner core of our heart, isn't there this desire?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we have to give up that desire. So
What is wrong?
So we have to give up that going back home to back to Godhead. We have to give up this desire.
Why?
See here what Srila Rupa Goswami is saying in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. There are two desires which are greatest trouble in Bhakti. That is Bhukti Mukti Spriha Yavat Pichachi Hridi Vartate. Are you able to read that?
Yes. Yes.
Tavat Bhakti Sukhasyatra Katham Abhyudaya Bhavet. As long as the witch-like desire for bhukti, which is material pleasure, and mukti, liberation from matter, have their grips over the heart of the sadhaka, how can the true happiness of bhakti even make an appearance there? Try to understand what is true happiness. The true happiness is that if Krishna gives me happiness or not, I don't care, but Krishna should be happy. If Krishna gives me happiness or not, I don't mind. But Krishna should be happy. Mataji's or Prabhuji's, please tell me, did the Pandavas ever complain Krishna?
No, Prabhu.
No, they took it.
No.
While in Lakshagraha or Bhima was put into, given poison and thrown in ocean, and Draupadi was unrobed, then they were into forest for so many years. Ever did Pandavas complained
No.
to Krishna? Krishna, we love you. Why we are not happy? We have so much devotion for you, but still we are suffering. They never complained. They didn't had that desire, Mataji's or Prabhuji's.
Mm.
If Krishna is happy in whatever situation we may be, our desire should be that Krishna should be happy.
Mm-hmm.
Ask
Yes.
Slaba Padalta.
Hmm?
Ask Slaba Padalta Pilastma.
That I'll, yes, will come. So Bhukti Spriya means, for example, I have some material desires and I get that material desire fulfilled, and immediately other material desires sprouts. They come on the way, and again they have to be fulfilled. And after that, another, they are on the path. They are coming at the door. And again that is Spriya. Spriha means Bhukti Spriha. Continuously desiring to fulfill that material desires. In the same way, Mukti Spriya also means that, oh, I have to get up at 3:30, attend 4:30 Mangalarti. If I don't get up at Mangalarti, then I will not go back to Godhead. And there are so many things in line. There are so many limbs of devotion which we have to execute. Otherwise, we don't go. We are not liberated. So this is also Mukti Spriha. So these desires are like pichachi. They are like ghost. If somebody is haunted by some ghost, can that person be happy? Can that person be happy?
No.
No. So here, a person is haunted by bhukti, material desires, he cannot be happy. A person who is haunted by mukti, liberation, he also cannot be happy. That is what in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami is saying. These two are great danger. Mukti and bhukti and mukti. Spriha yavat pishachi ridhi vartate. So we have to give up the desire for liberation also. That means going home back to Godhead also should be given up. Now, can you all pray with me? Do you agree that we have to give up the desire of going back home, back to Godhead?
Yes. Very sadly.
Can you pray with me?
Yes.
Yes.
All with folded hands?
Yes.
Huh? So we have to, get free from this ghost. And only Krishna will help. And Krishna will help only when you pray for that. So please pray with me. Dear Krishna,
Dear Krishna,
I hereby
I hereby
declare that
declare that
I do not want to go
I do not want
to go
back home, back to Godhead.
back home,
back
back
to
to
Godhead.
In exchange for my devotional service,
Exchange for
for
my
my
devotional
devotional
service.
service.
I want only one thing,
I want only one thing,
your prema,
your prema,
your unconditional love.
your unconditional love.
Because your prema
Because your prema
is for your happiness,
is for your happiness,
not for my happiness.
not for my
happiness.
happiness.
Now the ghost has gone.
The Gopi Bhav. It's all Gopi
Now
Bhav.
the ghost has gone. Krishna has mercifully glanced on you. And now see,
Yay.
from tomorrow morning, when you sit for your chanting,
Mm.
you should know that for what purpose I am chanting,
For Krishna's happiness.
not for ours.
Yes.
Maybe whatever situation, while execution bhakti, whatever situation may come, but we have to have a desire that only Krishna should be pleased, not I.
Mm.
You get my duties?
Yes.
You understood these things?
Yes.
Very sad.
But moksha can be accepted here. It is said in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Although there are 5 types of liberations are spoken as being worthy of rejection in the text, Bhakti Rasamrita, one is rejected. The first one, sahajya, means to merge in the Supreme Lord. This kind of moksha is totally rejected. But other 4, salokya, samipya, sarishti, sarupya, these are not totally rejected. But if they help us in serving Krishna and Krishna to be happy, then if Krishna gives this 4 kind of liberation, we can accept. But that is not the primary thing. The primary thing is that Krishna should be happy. Krishna should be happy by my service, not I. Okay. So these moods are very, very important. If this liberation helps in developing Krishna Prem, then it's fine. If it is coming on its own way, then we can accept. But we don't have desire to get that kind of liberation, to have that kind of liberation. If it is coming as a secondary way on its own, then we'll accept. But if it is not helping in developing Krishna consciousness or developing Krishna Prem, then we reject that for also. Now see what Prabhupada is saying. Can anybody read this? Pure devotees doesn't desire liberation. This is what Prabhupada is saying in one of his lecture. Padma Mataji, can you read this?
Yes, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada says a
Little
devotee,
loudly, Mataji. I should also be able to hear.
yeah, pure devotee does not desire liberation. Srila Prabhupada says a devotee, he does not aspire after going back to home, back to Godhead. No, any place, it doesn't matter. He wants to simply glorify the Supreme Lord. This is his business. It is not the business of Bhakta that he is chanting and dancing and executing devotional service for going to Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavan. That is Krishna's desire. If he likes it, he will take me. Talked on Chaitanya Charitamrita, 13th March 1974. When devotee does unconditional...
No. That is not Prabhupada's this. I'm just... Actually, when you pray in this way, and if you serve Krishna unconditionally, then Krishna gets defeated, dear devotees. This is the only way that Krishna gets defeated, by unconditional bhakti. We should give up even liberation. This is the actual process. Thus, bhakti defeats Krishna. And when Krishna is defeated by our unconditional process, bhakti process, then Krishna says, this devotee is most favorable for me. Isn't it? Yes, that time Krishna says, see Prahlad Maharaj, see Pandavas, and there are many exalted devotees. Queen Kunti, what she is asking for, we have seen in the first canto.
More problems.
Yes, if we want Krishna Prem, we have to give up all our desires and just desire to please Krishna. Then Krishna likes us. We become favorable to Krishna's service. That is what Srimati Radharani teaches us. Mat prananathastu sa evana paraha. We regularly chant this Sikshashtakam, isn't it? Yes. So this is the classic attitude of Gaudiya Vaishnavas, dear devotees. Okay, so we'll stop here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yadatra skhalitam kinchit vidvamsa purayantu tad yadatra saushtam kinchit tad gurur eva me nahi. Yadatra skhalitam kinchit. Whatever it is, naturally I must have left something. Some details have been left, not able to properly execute, but you all are vidvamsa purayantu tad. You are intelligent, you can correct me. Yadatra saushtam kinchit. Whatever was good in this presentation, that credit should go to my Guru Janas. Tad Gurur Eva. My Diksha Guru, my many Shiksha Gurus, Srila Prabhupada, our Acharyas, everyone. May nahi, not to me. Please remember our Guru Janas. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much for a wonderful class, Prabhu. Very nice.
Should I stop sharing, Matajis?
Yeah, yes, Prabhu. Yeah, he can stop sharing.
Yes.
Prabhu, thank you so much for a wonderful class, yet very heart-touching class, Prabhu, with the with participation, and also it's a very nice class, Prabhu. Thank you so much for your valuable time and association this morning. And there are some questions, Prabhu. So Parvati Machaji is asking, please accept my humble obeisance. All glories to Sri Prabhupada. Thank you for the wonderful class. Sorry, I have to leave the class now. I have a question, please. Krishna loves unconditionally, loves us unconditionally. How is Bhagavad Gita given by Krishna is transactional? Please correct my understanding, Prabhuji.
No, because that is a basic thing. Bhagavad Gita is transactional, to inspire people to come on that path. So this is the part, Bhagavad Gita is a part of Mahabharata. And after writing Mahabharata also, Vyasadeva was not satisfied, because he himself also wanted unconditional love. But these were all transactions, give and take kind of thing. So then Narada Muni told that you should write a scripture, you should compile a scripture which is full of love, unconditional love. And that is why, with the examples, with the leelas of many devotees, he has compiled that scripture. See, if a child is not going to school, then the teachers or the school, they have a lot of toys and all, the child will like to go, oh, I will play there. So that is what the Bhagavad Gita is base for Vaishnavas. But there are superior things than that, Srimad Bhagavatam, and superior to Srimad Bhagavatam is Chaitanya Charitamrita. So just to bring people to path of devotion, Krishna is giving this Bhagavad Gita Upadesh. But when you understand that, when you take to Bhagavatam, you will come to know that there are many things which have to be upgraded in devotion. There are many types of devotion, but we have to practice loving devotional service, not Samanya Bhakti, not general Bhakti. Is it clear, Mataji? I hope I answered.
Yeah, I think Mataji might have left, but yeah, that is good, Prabhu. Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. I see
Any other questions?
Couple of raised hand, Prabhu. Srikakar Krishna Prabhu has a question. Go ahead, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Murali Mohan Prabhu, it was such a wonderful class. You are given a very practical class, what's happening to everyone in life. You said everybody is looking for, the one boy says, the girl, I love you. It is not he loves her. He want to enjoy her. That's why he's telling, I love you. And she said, you are like Shah Rukh Khan. It's all, you are the best. Everything is just, she want to get some gold. So everybody is a transaction only. I think only the mother is little different. A mother doesn't love the child for anything really back. But nowadays, mother also little business-minded. Fathers are more business-minded.
It is Kali Yuga. Yeah. What is your question?
So my question is, you told no that to Krishna and not ask for anything. But if you are like this, then Krishna will get defeated. And then, so if I have the desire, the Krishna will get defeated. Again, that's a business, no? I am doing the way what you said. I don't want anything.
So what actually is, desiring for happiness, let Krishna, that is Krishna's headache. He wants us to take to Vaikunta or back home, back to Godhead. It is Krishna's headache. Our headache is just to please Krishna.
But either so much, just, not able to, whatever life you get also, that means not having full faith in Krishna. That's why we want to go back home, back to Godhead. So the easy life, everything he will take care. And then nothing, no work, no job.
In our Shikshashtakam, na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim, kavitam va jagadisha kamay, mama janmani janmanishware. Bhavatat bhaktir ahaytuki, unconditional. Unconditional. Yes, another question? Hardik Vishnoi.
Hardik Vishnu. Prabhu. Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Very nice lecture. You just made me realize so many things today. So thank you so much. I have two questions, and I want to, and a third one was to share realization. And if you can correct me on that, that will also be okay. But that would be
But
great.
do we have time for answering three questions, because there are many other
Yes,
devotees in
bro.
line. Yeah.
Yeah, Prabhu, please go. Yeah. We'll
Okay.
We can
So,
take one question, and
okay.
later on, after finishing these devotees, then we can come back to you again.
Okay, Prabhuji. So my first question was about the dharma. You mentioned that the dharma, as long as it is followed based on the Vedic scriptures and our literature, that is dharma. In practical life, sometimes we struggle to distinguish between what is right and wrong, and often we realize that our perspective is what makes things right and wrong. So my question is, how can we determine that what our perspective is according to dharma or not?
So you have to read books. We have to read daily. Keep the habit of reading daily our scriptures, especially Gaudiya Vaishnava scriptures. Then we will come to know.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to read, we have to associate lot. You cannot take decisions on your own.
Okay.
Because we have no
Qualification.
yes, qualification about how to execute devotional service. We have to read especially Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, then Nectar of Instruction.
No, but
Yeah,
Prabhuji, like,
if we read, we'll come to know.
but Prabhuji, like, even after reading, I understand that, yes, Vedic literature is telling us to do this certain things in this way, that way, and our mind also starts to think in that way. But in sometimes practical life, when you're facing the situations where what's right and what's wrong, and then you're supposed to decide, or like for example, if you with your spouse, you have an argument. So in those some situations where your spouse is saying something else, you think that's something else. So that's where I'm trying to understand, how can one distinguish or understand what is the dharma, and follow that.
Yeah, you see, because we are grihasthis, we have to have some compromising nature also.
Yes.
What they like, what they dislike. We have to, because we want our spouse, our relatives also to become devotee. You should not be stick to hard and fast rules like that, but slowly
Mhm.
you have to develop.
Okay.
Okay, you should have one shiksha guru or one counselor where he can guide you at every step. If you are new, he will guide you at every step
Okay.
there. Because sitting here, I am not able to guide you, because one who is always with you and going with you every time, they know your nature, your spouse nature, your family members nature, and you can have some guide, some counselor, and he can guide you properly there.
Okay.
Local temples, yes.
Okay. May I ask second question, or do you want to ask other
Yeah,
devotees?
we can go for, who is this? Ishopanad Dasi, Sri Ishopanishad Dasi. Yes, Mataji.
Haribol, thank you so very much. I request for the prayer that you had us so nicely recite on
Mataji,
surrendering
your voice is
ourselves to
cutting.
Krishna.
I'm not able to hear properly.
Haribol?
Yeah. Mataji is
Oh,
saying that
wow.
the prayer that we all recited, if you can share that prayer with her, that would be great. That's what she's saying.
Acha, you have recorded it, Mataji. Within that, there is that. Okay, still I'll share in the group.
Jai, thank you so much.
I'll share to Shama Gauri Mataji. She can share you in the group.
All right, and thank you so very, very much for showing me the mercy of being selfless. I understand selflessness now so much better. Thank you so much. Haribol, Hare Krishna, Jai.
Jai.
Yes, K.
Prabhu,
Babu.
go ahead.
Prabhuji, some examples from Chaitanya Charanamrita regarding unconditional bhakti.
Yeah, what?
Example from Chaitanya
You
Charanamrita.
want examples from Chaitanya Charitamrita?
Yeah.
Srivas Acharya Thakur is the one who has lost his son, but still he wants, don't disturb Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he's doing kirtan, he's dancing, and all the devotees are also dancing. Please, he tells his wife, shut up your mouth, don't, please, don't cry loudly. Yeah, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very pleased with that later when he came to know that. There are many in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there are many. Okay, Himangi Gopeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for this nectarian class. Just wanting to understand the difference between this Samanya and Sadhana Bhakti. So we do Vedi Sadhana Bhakti with various rules and regulations. What is Samanya Bhakti?
Samanya is general bhakti, just like, in the starting we go for, we need something, so we go to God and pray for him. Let me have, let my business flourish. I want children. I want good wife. I have no house. I want house. We ask so many things. And because of that, we do bhakti. We come in the path of bhakti. That is Samanya Bhakti, general bhakti. But upgraded one is like, practicing devotional service, to execute slowly, having 4 regulative principles, then chanting rounds, having association. Later on, then service comes. So there are different stages of bhakti. Okay,
Prabhuji,
Shuddha
what
Bhakti
is
is the
karma Mishra Bhakti?
Karma Mishra Bhakti means you want the results of your activities, but still you want to execute devotional service, bhakti. That is Karma Mishra Bhakti. Oh, without earning, how can I maintain my life, maintain my family members? Because Karma Mishra Bhakti devotees don't have so much faith in Krishna, because they are starters. And obviously, when you start doing bhakti, you cannot immediately give up your job, give up your family and all. Isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Karma Mishra Bhakti is just it is one of the step of bhakti.
Yeah. Thank
But
you,
the
Prabhuji.
highest is pure devotional service. That is Shuddha Bhakti.
Yeah. Thank you,
And
Prabhuji. You can answer
higher
that Hemangi
higher
Mata.
than higher than Shuddha Bhakti is Prema Bhakti.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful answer. Hare Krishna.
Prahalanandas Prabhuji was there for asking. He has raised hand too.
Yeah, Prahalanandas.
You have time, Prabhu?
Yeah, Mataji. Last question.
Yeah.
Okay. Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you very much for enlightening us today. I wanted to get clearance from Narad Muni, who says to Yudhishthir Maharaj in 7th canto, says, Gopyah kamar, bhayat kanso, dvesa chaidyadyo nrupaha, sambandhad vrushnah sneyad yuktam bhakta vayam vibho. So he says that all of them were transactional in loving Lord Shri Krishna. And for
all of them?
myself, all of them were transactional, doing mercantile business with Lord Shri Krishna. That's why Prahlad Maharaj says that I am not doing mercantile business with you, right? But for all of us, I don't know others, but myself, I am purely transactional with Lord Krishna. I do bhaje. First of all, make sure that I don't.
Of course, Krishna responds us. But means if we have desires,
right,
that is not good for our happiness. And of course, when you love Krishna for his happiness, giving up our happiness, it is natural. Krishna would also like my devotee should also be happy.
Right. But Prabhuji, we are all conditional. I'm conditional, and without these, I cannot go through.
I totally agree with that. Even
Yes,
I am also in that situation.
Oh, very good.
Yes, but that is what our acharyas are teaching us.
Yes, that's correct. Yes,
So
that's our goal.
in some life, maybe in
Mhm.
future, that devotional, we should have that in mind. If
Right,
that is real devotion, we should do that kind of devotion.
right. Another hope Srila Prabhupada has given that I've got backdoor key for Vaikunth for all of us.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Thank you.
No, that is
Very
just to
excellent class.
inspire. That
Yeah,
is
that's
just
right.
to inspire. Yes.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Hari Bol, Prabhu.
Do we have time, Prabhu, or we?
Is there anything, Mataji?
No, Hriday Prabhu has one more question, right? I don't know if you want to go back or if we want to.
Mataji, we can take one question because actually somebody is waiting for me.
Okay, sure, Prabhu.
Some devotees have come.
Sure, Prabhu. Prabhu, Hriday Prabhu, you want to go, Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, thank you so much. Prabhuji, okay, I will share my realization. Thank you for that lecture. And when you said that we should be, in servitude of Krishna in terms of, not asking us to go take us to the back to Godhead, back home, and I always had that in the corner of my mind that we should serve Krishna endlessly without expecting anything. And I did not fully understood it until you said it clearly, and it made me suddenly realize in Bhagavad Gita that when Krishna says, "Simply surrender to me, and I'll take care of you," so that statement made more sense to me now. What he's trying to say. So thank you,
Yes.
Prabhuji, for saying that statement and having me all of us realize that. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Very wonderful.
Nice realization.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for giving so practical and valuable and giving your association this morning. Please come again, Prabhu, frequently on the call. Let's pay our obeisance to Prabhuji.
Please, all the devotees should bless me so that I can execute unconditional devotional service.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Let's pay our obeisance to Prabhuji. Vancha
Kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyascha
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavrinda
Bhagavatam
ki
ki
jai.
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 Murali Mohan Prabhuji ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Radhe Radhe.
Gauranga
Nityananda.
Nityananda
Hari Hari
Jai
Bol.
Shri Radhe Shyam
Radhe
Sabko
Radhe.
Vrindavan
Prabhuji,
Bhagavatam
wonderful
Hari Lal
class.
ki jai.
Thank you,
Radhe
Prabhuji. Hare
Radhe.
Krishna. We'll close the
Superb.
call for
Hare
today.
Krishna,
We'll
Hare
meet
Krishna.
tomorrow. Hari